Earth signs, what's up? Peace and blessings. I hope you are doing amazing whenever you find this reading. Welcome back to your elemental reading for the week, where we are going to be looking at the next 7 days ahead for you, where your energy is currently, what your energy could be attracting at this moment, any advice, guidance, messages that need to come through. Anything about this next week ahead is what we're going to be getting into. This is a general reading, so whatever comes out, comes out. And yeah, so with it also being a general reading, we know that not every single message is going to be for you. This reading may not be for you, so feel free to check out your other placements if you feel called to. Or if you want to look at other earth signs readings I've done in the past, you can check those out. There's a couple love earth sign readings if you kind of want to get a look at your love life for the next week ahead. Yeah, you can find that. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Check me out. The new moon in Gemini reading is now up for the collective. It was late and it's more like a waxing Leo moon reading because that's when I recorded it. But it is up. That was a good reading. So make sure you go back and check that out. That full moon and Sag reading was good as well. So those are the collective readings that I do for all signs with a channel spread that's meant to just bring you into your highest alignment using the cosmic energies that are present at the time. Okay, so let's get right into it. We're going to use the Moonology deck to get the overall energy for your week ahead, and then go in with the tarot and see what the main messages are. I will clarify as needed, and we'll also get tea leaves for the next week ahead, okay? So all of my earth signs, my Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, wherever it may fall in your chart, may this message be helpful to you, may it be guiding and assisting, and may it be confirming to you on your path, and may I be a clear channel for these divine messages to come through for you, okay? So let's see what wants to come out. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. What is the overall energy this next week ahead? I see meditate and contemplate, and conclusions are within reach. So something is about to reach its peak here. And this, I can never get my camera right. But the full moon eclipse card talks about, things coming to a close, things coming to a head. When we think about eclipse season, or when I think about eclipse season, I think about like kind of major shifts. When you're in eclipse season, that's kind of time to take your hands off the wheel and allow, things to take their natural course, allowing life to unfold as it does. And especially with this meditate and contemplate energy here, I feel like that's just another confirmation where it's kind of like this is a time to kind of nurture your inner world, and that was coming out strong in the new moon Gemini collective reading. So yeah, you may really need to check out that one, but it's just this call to kind of focus on your inner world at this time. Pay attention to what you're thinking, what you're feeling. Where are you intuitively being drawn to? Like really just coming within, focusing on yourself, finding some stillness, finding some reflection, considering and contemplating on the things that are happening right now or have happened. And especially as this energy comes to a peak, the things that have just happened, right? So it's kind of saying, just relax and allow things to flow and naturally unfold. Yeah. And we see the end of a tough cycle is coming, full moon and Capricorn energy. So especially if this has been like a tough cycle you've been transiting, things are about to shift and change from this. So you just need to continue to hold positive thoughts, stay with the energy, whatever it is that may be coming up. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Can I please have some cards for my earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, this next week ahead? What do we need to know? What is this energy? What's the conclusions that are within reach? I see the World card. And so, yeah, that's definitely like a cycle. Any other messages from our earth signs? Any other messages from our earth signs? We'll leave it there, I guess. So we have the Emperor, the World, the Justice, Queen of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Six of Wands. I'm going to leave this World card on its side for now because I just like to pay attention to the way that things drop in. But look at your major arcanas here. Two of Swords, the Ace of Swords, Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. I really love that the Ace of Swords is under the Two of Swords. Because, yeah, with this meditate and contemplate energy and with the things that are kind of shifting around you, it's kind of left you immobile, right? Not really sure what direction to do. Maybe there hasn't been much that you can do in this situation. So it's kind of like just having to sit, feel your way through it. But with this Ace of Swords being at the bottom of the deck, it gives that there is clarity coming in. There is a shift. There is something that's going to be able to bring you out of this Two of Swords energy, to where you'll be able to make clear decisions, be able to figure out where you need to go forward, right? So I see the Emperor and the Justice on opposite sides of this World card. Queen of Pentacles, the Fool, the Six of Wands. But there's a strong energy of this energy working for you. And so we were already seeing the end of a tough cycle approaches and conclusions are within reach. And when we look at the World card, or I keep saying when I look at the World card, it really gives a portal for me. And so even eclipse season, I perceive it as a portal. So there's this opportunity of you stepping into a new cycle where things are going to be more balanced, where things are going to be more just, where you're going to feel more nurtured, right? You're going to feel more nurtured. You're going to feel like you have more resources to go in the direction that you really want to go in. The direction towards your success, towards your notoriety. I'm getting following your personal legend. If you've read The Alchemist, right? Yeah, it's definitely given like you're on a journey towards your personal lesson, which is really like about what you're here to experience in the world and also what you're here to express out into the world. So I'm getting that there's going to be a type of support that is here. Yeah, because maybe this cycle... Dang, yeah, because I'm getting kind of the same energy from that new moon in Gemini reading. Being able to cultivate your inner power here as we see this meditate and contemplate energy with this Emperor. So this cycle that you've been going through has really just been for you to establish yourself, your own power, like taking your power back, taking control back. Right? And that's all starting with your inner resources. When you cultivate your inner resources, that's when you're able to kind of start moving different in the external. It all has to start within first, though. That is where your true power lies. That's where your true power lies. And so if you have been taking that time to really work on yourself, to really do a deep dive on the way that you think or that you are perceiving certain things, right? As this new cycle opens up for you. And yeah, because even with this conclusions with art within reach, it talks about like the things that end at this time. And I even think this card came out in the in that new moon in Gemini reading. I know the end of a tough cycle did as well. I'm sorry, I need some water. Sorry. That may have been a little loud. I don't know what's up with my voice and my throat as I'm doing this reading. Yeah, but it talks about things really coming to a close. And we know that when one door opens or when one door closes, another opens, right? So there's this old cycle that you had to go through to really be able to step into your power, to really be able to recognize and know who you are. So as you are into this next cycle, you're really able to show up in the correct way, in the balanced way, right? In a fair way, in a way that's in alignment, in a way that's pleasing to your heart. Because when I look at Justice card, that's Libra energy, and with the scales, I always think of Mayat, right? In Egyptian mythology, you know, they believe that after you've died, you go into the underworld for, I can't remember the actual term. Is it the Duat? But your heart is weighed against the feather of Mayat. Mayat being an energy of balance, divine order, of justice. And your heart is weighed against this feather. And so you want to have your heart as light as a feather so that your new cycle, right? Because Egyptians believe that death is just part of the journey, right? It takes you on to the next thing. And that's that door closing and another one opening. So you want your heart to be as light as a feather. So this next cycle is lighter, it's better, it's more abundant, it's more of what you want. Yeah, because the tough cycle is gone. I see believing the impossible underneath that. Yeah, and so like in this next cycle, right, things are going to be fair. They're going to be more balanced. They're going to be more just for you. You're going to be nurtured in this new cycle. You're going to have the resources that really allow you, right? Because the world is the last card in the tarot, in the major arcana, before the Fool. And we see the Fool right underneath the world. So yeah, you're going to be able to take on the world in a whole new way because of the past cycles that you went through that really strengthened you, that really taught you who you are, that really showed you all the things that you can cultivate and create. Right? So you're going to be so resourced in this next era. You are going to be able to go forward in wherever you feel called to. And you're going to come back home a success. You're going to return having reached all your goals, having reached your destination, and fulfilled all the things that you set out to fulfill, especially with this Fool and the Six of Wands right there. So this is very positive energy for this next week ahead. So don't worry about anything at this time. Allow things to unfold naturally. Allow the shifts to take its place, and know that this is transforming you to be able to hold more in your next cycle. It's teaching you. I was actually just having a conversation with my friend because I was looking back at a relationship that had ended last year for me, and how I've been able to show up in, you know, romantic relationships and partnership now this year in a way that was so much better. I was like, wow, I really must have fulfilled that soul contract that me and him had, right? Because I'm seeing how it's made me better, how I've learned from that, how it's allowed me to experience deeper partnership and love on another level now, right? Because I've learned the lessons. My soul was really able to integrate what that cycle was teaching me. So yeah, it's kind of like that. You're going to see that, this actually just made me be able to hold more, to do more, to be better, to be more aligned, to be more of who I am, right? So yeah, this is some beautiful energy. This is a major week for you, my earth sign. So meditate and contemplate, reflect. There's not a lot of like outward action you need to be taken right now. There's going to be a lot that is gifted and given to you, and then you'll be able to move forward and see it. So let's see what the T is. What is your T? Advice, guidance. What is your fortune for this next week ahead? Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Like, that's kind of a lot of tea leaves, but we'll do it. We have Eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. Yeah. So the end of a tough cycle approaches. You are gonna you're gonna be able to persevere, to overcome whatever the hard situation has been. Like, that is ending now. Bold, plenty of material things. I told you, you're gonna be so resource with this Queen of Pentacles energy. So resource, so nourished. I was getting heavy nourishment energy. Pineapple, we see reconciliation here, right? Yeah, so you could be reconciling, working out something with someone. Over here with this Justice energy, we have victory in some endeavor. Oh yeah, and this is heavy Aries energy. We see Aries, Libra, and the fixed signs, right? And we know Aries and Libra are sister signs, so that could be significant for you, because whenever I see this V card, I always think of Aries. So triple Aries energy. Key, successful outcome to your problems. And you want to know, I promise there is something for you in that new moon in Gemini reading I just did for the collective. Go watch it, because I think the title is like, you will be given a key. Like, you're going to be given something. So, and we're already seeing you're overcoming troubles, problems, obstacles. You're going to have the key. Like, you're going to be given the key here. Goldfish, increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. And I was already saying that too. So we love a good confirmation. Chain of events that will affect your life. Yeah, because you're going into a new cycle. And so I'm telling you, the things that you were transiting before is literally just what needed to play out for you to be able to fully receive and experience here. Rose, romance is in the air. So if you've been wanting to reconcile with someone, there could be something with that as well, because romance is in the air for you. So things are going to be working out so amazing for you. I love to see it. This reading makes me very happy. So at this time, just be focusing on cultivating your inner strength, your inner wisdom. Yeah, just go within at this time. Maintain positive energy, because there are things working out for you. I promise. I see it clear as day. Okay, so that is what I see for you, my earth signs. I hope you enjoyed this reading. This is very, very positive energy. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Check out your other elemental placements. Go watch that new moon in Gemini reading, and I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.